Kahalo, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Yahushai, Rachachodash. Let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor, especially they who labor in the word and doctrine. To the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting. We have some Canadian news today. So it says Canada's Wonderland is opening for the season next month. And here are the new rules. Now, on the surface, this is just an amusement park. We're all familiar with the term bread and circus. It's a distraction, as well as all the deaths that occur at these type of places but are swept under the rug. Because obviously when you operate in this world, things are imperfect and they break down. But Esau, using deception, has all sorts of lawyers in place and laws to cover it all up. So although this place looks like fun, it's really death. Alright, so let's move down. And for those of you that don't really know, maybe you're just not familiar with Canada's Wonderland, think of like a Six Flags if you're living in America. But imagine if there was only one Six Flags in all of America. That's what Canada's Wonderland is. It's like one of the only few places like it. So it attracts a lot of people. All right, so obviously it's going to talk about mask stuff and passes and whatnot, but the point that got me is here. If you're thinking about snacking on a funnel cake or getting a bite to eat at their new restaurant, and that funnel cake, man, that shit was delicious to eat. But man, the ingredients they must have put in it to make it taste like that, like, goddamn. Looking back, right? But anyways, or getting a bite to eat at their new restaurant. I'm not going to click the link. I'm not interested. It's all just overpriced trash made with GMO ingredients anyways. Make sure to leave the cash at home. Oh my God. The whole point of this epistle is based off this one sentence. Make sure to leave the cash at home since the park is now cashless and all payments will be contactless. I actually looked up this same news article just in the search engine DuckDuckGo, which is bullshit too. The guy that so-called invented DuckDuckGo is a little hat person, and he's censoring stuff on it. He's censoring stuff, so if you want to look up Ukraine and Russia and you want to, it's basically the same search results as you get from Google. Even Elder Apostle Tar brought this out. But then what do you expect from a devil, right? The only thing you can expect from a devil is devilish things, deception and death. But yeah, getting back to the point, it's now going to be contactless and cashless, right? And we know that in this society, they've really subtly, they've really conditioned people to be geared up for the chip. Tapping things, getting people into the habit of tapping things, carrying not that many cards in their wallet because one card does it all, not carrying cash. Even in certain places in Canada, you know, the wheelchair accessible button where you click it and the door automatically opens. Some of those have been replaced with a now you wave your hand. You go on the bus. Outside of the bus driver, that one of the first things you see is a Presto machine. A Presto machine is basically like you tap your card on. Not many people paying cash, unless you see like a really decrepit person that smells like stale cigarette smoke. They come on the bus and you see them put their change in. Right, but yo, let me stick to the point of the fact. So this place, this so-called premier plays is going cashless. And this is how Esau Edom does it. He does it subtly. Before you know it, it's Wonderland. Then it creeps up to this. Then it's like Esau Edom. It's just like the elder apostle said. Esau Edom likes to creep. As soon as they're spotted, they turn their back. And then as soon as the heat's off, they creep some more. It's not going to stop at Wonderland, because what did Elder Apostle Tahar, what does he have said? He said all roads lead to the RFID microchip pertaining to Revelation chapter 13 verse 16, which is the mark of the beast. Once you have that imprinted in you, you basically have said that the white man is your God. Alright, and the only people that will not take the RFID microchip are the elect of Yasharallah, the elect of Yahweh Bashim Yashai. So let's get the script. So this is Psalm chapter 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter. So it's using a metaphor, simile, right, to describe that his words, it's talking about Esau, Edom, despite seeming refined or calculated, the intention behind their words is death, because they're programmed for death. Look at their forefather Cain. He was all about death. Look at their lineage, their bloodline, their history. It's all death. So if Esau Edom does anything, it's only for your destruction. But war was in his heart. All right. Ultimately, the third world woe, if you want to get technical, because Esau Edom knows their prophecy. They know what's going to happen. They know that they're going to be Obadiah 1 and 18. They know this. So when you know that you're going to be destroyed, Esau Edom wants to bring as many people to their destruction as possible. But whether they are aware of it or not, it's like anyone that dies, it's because they were ordained by Yahweh Bashim Yashai. Nothing happens without Yahweh Bashim Yashai knowing. Esau Edom has zero power. And Lord wills, we be about that day when Esau Edom finds out they have zero power. When chains and fetters are slapped around their wicked elite. When their whole nation is enslaved. When we can dash their little ones upon stones in righteousness. It says his words were softer than oil. And if y'all know anything about oil, especially the more premium types with stronger ingredients, they be smooth. Yet were they drawn swords. Exactly. Because look at their forefather. Look at the original Edomite. All about lies and deception. If you want to even go more further back, we could look at the serpent that was in the garden of so basically Eden, Slock, right? And then we know that the whole world was considered Eden at that time. So it was that one specific area. That's their true forefather. They come with deception. All right, but in order for them to be able to deceive, they have to know the truth. So this is Mark chapter 13, verse 33. This is Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, the author and finisher of our faith and beyond. Take ye heed, watch and pray. So we gotta watch these little stories because they add up. You know what I mean? We have to follow these kind of stories. And I mean, yes, this is occurring in Canada, but this is a global type thing, like especially in Babylon. You know, we have stories from Sweden where they're doing the whole, instead of having a key card, you have the chip. So we got to keep up with these stories, man, as well as pray. Because prayer and faith, that's our connection to Yahweh Bashim Yashai. Without that, it is impossible to please them. For ye know not when the time is. And that ultimate time is when Yahweh Shai HaMashiach makes his triumphant return. And how do we know that it's not just us that don't know the time, it's pretty much everyone but Yahweh Shai, because this is Matthew 24 and 36. This is also once again Yahweh HaMashiach speaking. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. Right, you got to stay on your grind. All right, and I'm talking to myself too. You know, you don't give advice that you yourself won't follow, otherwise you're a hypocrite. So we gotta keep watch. That's our job occupation, to warn the people, starting and foremost for the elect of Yasharallah, because those are the only sect of Israel that's gonna actually listen and take heed and get right with Yahweh Yahushai. 2/3 of our people are going to be cut off. Zephaniah 13 and 8. So with that, I hope you all were edified. Shalom.